Hello, guys, and welcome to No.one.asked.but podcast. It's your host, Annie. I am glad you could join me in this podcast. Anyways, today's podcast is called Why No One Asked But Why I'm Single and the Problem with Guys. So let's just get right into it. So guys can be really sweet and like caring and outgoing and just really fun to be around and like great, But when it comes down to like those certain guys who are just like all kind of more like and I don't even know what to say. That gets a little harder because that's the part of why I'm single. I'm also single because my life is about to even get like 10 times busier. I got a new job back in February, and a lot of you know I used to work at Dunn Brothers, and I don't work there anymore. And so I got a new job back in February, perfect timing. And then I just got hired at another job, so I'm going to be working 2 jobs because I have to save for a car. And, so, yeah, it's just, like, I'll be going from job to job, and, like, a full day for that would look like a 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at, like, my first job, and then my second job would be, like, a 3:30 to 8:30 p.m. type of, shift, and so I would be gone all day, and, I probably wouldn't be home maybe until like 9-ish, 8:45, 9. So, I would be pretty worn out by the time. And then, like, if I was dating, like, they would want to hang out. And it's like I was too tired. And it's like, it's not that I wouldn't want to it's not like I'm not putting effort into the relationship. I am. But the only issue is that, like, I'm tired. And it sounds like a really dumb excuse. Oh, you're tired. But you're working, what, a 9 to 8, almost a 10 to 8:30, basically, like a 10 to 8:30 shifts, because you're going from one job to the other. It's going to feel like you've been working the whole day, which you are, but, it's kind of like I just wouldn't get a break most of the time. And so it would just be hard to keep up with a relationship at that time, and that's just not fair to them, and that's definitely not fair to me, because I don't want to just like call it quits in the relationship and be like, oh, sorry, I can't do this. Like, no, like I want to be able to hang out and do fun stuff, but with 2 jobs, it's going to be a little tougher, than that. Sorry, I have my little cheat sheet here. So into the whole dating thing, dating someone who loves me and like cares about me and is such like one of the biggest dreams I've had. And obviously down the road, marriage and all that fun stuff. But my point is that with 2 jobs, I don't think I'll be able to fit in anything, like I was saying before. Like, if they want to go out to eat, I'm not going to want to go out to eat because I'm too tired from working such a long day. And so it just wouldn't be fair to them. And I want to be able to spend, time with them. And they want to spend time with me. And it just would not be fair to them in any possible way. Right now, emotionally, mentally, probably not a good idea for me to start a relationship. And it's nothing against the guy or, like, against me. I just don't think it's a good place for me to like have this kind of still a new job and then starting a new job and kind of like managing those two and just then managing a relationship that could turn into bull crap. No, thank you. I've had enough of that. So, yeah. So now a couple of things for you guys to know is when you guys start dating, please remember like to take it slowly and don't rush into things, because I tell you right now that's what has happened. Every single relationship I have been in has been, boom, rushed right into it. We talked for 3 days, and then oh my gosh, we're dating. Like, why is that a thing? Like, take your time. like, start off by being friends, and just tell them, like, even whether you're a guy watching this, or, my age, 22 or 16 or whatever, like, just be friends with that person. And if it goes well being friends and a couple months go by, then maybe start talking about dating. Be like, here's the boundaries, here's rules, like, things like that. Let's set up a date every month, like that type of thing. For me, that's not what happened with me. It would be just jumping right into the whole, like, dating thing. And that's where the relationships would go downhill so fast, was because of that reason. And most of the time I was mentally and emotionally abused a lot, so that's also why. And if you are in that type of situation, get out of it as soon as you can. And if you can't, tell an adult or whatever you can. Anyways, yeah, so it's just like a bunch of bull crap, because it's like you just jump right into it for like only talking for 3 days, and you're just like, what the heck? And then you can just watch the whole relationship start going downhill really fast. And it's just like, it just kind of ruins the whole thing. And like, if you're not putting effort into it and they're not putting effort into it, or it can just be one person not putting effort into it, that's the problem. Also, why I'm single is because, like, guys will, like, suddenly put all this effort into it, or, like, force me into a relationship, and then they'll blame me and be like, well, you're not putting any effort into this. And it's like, we're not dating. Like, they'll suddenly think we're dating, and it's like, we're not dating. So I don't have to put effort into it because we're not dating. You don't understand that? Anyways, the actual, like, real reason of why I am actually single is because dating has not been the best thing for me in the past 6 years. Okay, I have had a lot of heartbreak. I mean, every relationship has heartbreak no matter what. Friendships, relationships, dating, marriage, things like that. But, it's just like, it's just been mostly a lot of, like, emotional abuse type of relationships, and it has not went well anytime. And the last one I was in, they were like claiming that they weren't being emotionally or mentally abusive, and then they were, and so they wouldn't own up to it. And so that was a really hard outcome, because, like, we had different opinions on things, and that's fine. But I just kind of wish he understood where I was coming from and didn't start, like, shooting me down and being emotionally abusive towards me, when I was just telling him something that, like, meant something to me. But I guess to him, that it was just bullcrap. So if you can stay out of those type of relationships, and if you see that like starting to go that way, tell them you're not doing it. Now, can we just talk about guys? Like, as in, not like in dating, but more like friends and family guys type of thing, like uncles and stuff like that. I have someone I know of, and he's a total meth head. Not literally, he doesn't do drugs, but I call him the meth head because he acts like one. But this is why I absolutely hate guys, is because the other day, me and a family friend were talking, and suddenly he went into this whole mood of accusing me of being in this mood when I wasn't. And when guys accuse women of being in a mood or doing this or doing that when you didn't, please be with me on this. Like, that's gonna piss you off. That's absolutely gonna just piss you off, because you're just like, I'm not in the mood. And so that pissed me off, because I was like, I'm not in a mood. And he ruined the mood. I'll tell you this right now, is that I wasn't even doing anything. I wasn't even in a mood. I was just, like, happy, and I was just, like, I was tired because I played basketball, so I was just tired. And he suddenly called it a mood. Dude, you haven't even asked what I've been up to, and you're suddenly accusing me of being in a mood. Well, go away. Shoo fly, okay? Then he started calling me controlling, and I want people to stop saying that about me, because I'm not a controlling person at all. And I like do nothing to like make it sound or do anything in that type of way, and it's pisses me off so much, is because it's like, why are you like accusing me of being controlling when all I'm asking you to do is stop? Like, he just kept on going and being all mean to me, and I asked him nicely to stop. And that's not being controlling. If you're asking somebody to stop being mean to you, that's not controlling. That's you asking them to stop because you don't want to deal with it. And that's what I was doing. And he was like, oh, now you're just controlling and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, since I have no power or reason to control someone, why would I control anyone? Like, that just makes no sense. Okay, I'm not God here, okay? And then, like, and if I say no or don't do that, or like, you know, I don't like that, it's not me being controlling or like being in a mood or like, you know, something. It's just my opinion. Like, I can have my opinion just like everyone else can. And like, me just saying like, hey, like, I don't like that or don't do that, it's not like, if you're gonna continue doing it, then that is on you for that. That's not on me. I asked you not to. I said don't do it, and you're gonna continue, so that's not my problem, that's yours if you continue to do that. And again, with the controlling thing, that will be on you if you continue, because I asked you to stop, and I can't control what you're gonna do after I ask you to stop, right? So there's the answer. And he just like that's just me sharing my opinion. If I say do or don't, that's just my opinion. Like, if I don't like you doing something, I'm gonna say don't do that, you know, just my opinion. You know, you can still do it, but that's gonna be on you if you get a consequence for it. And then, like, it just makes no sense. I kept telling him, like, we were just having a conversation, and I'm being so nice, and boom, he accused me of, like, being in this mood and controlling and whatever, and I was just like, dude, where is this coming from? Like, bruh, seriously. And it's just, like, I just don't understand that. Like, this is why women are so much better as friends, because I just get along better with women than I do with men. And that's just, that's just fine. And it's just like, I don't understand guys. Like, I just don't. Like, it is just so annoying to me. And this is also thing is that, like, guys are just not my thing. Like, I don't think it would be a good idea right now to even start dating, or just, like, for their sake and my sake. It just wouldn't be fair to them, like I said earlier. And it just would suck, because they're trying to, like, put effort into something, and then I'm just sitting here like, cool, you know? Like, that's not fair to them. Like, they're just trying to put effort into something, and I'm not doing that. Like, that just would not be fair. Guys are just not my thing. Like, I just don't know what to do with them. Like, I'm like, what do I do with this? Walk it? Feed it? What? Like, I do not know. Okay? And obviously that was a joke. But I was just, like, saying, like, it's just, I don't even know where the hell I'm going with in this podcast. But, like, I'm just saying, like, guys are just, can just be dumb. No offense to guys. But I just am saying, like, it's just dating and why I'm single is probably a good reason. Because, like, I still, like, my neighbor, she's always told me, like, you need to still, like, she's not saying it as being mean, but she's like, just try to work on yourself more. And she's not saying, like, you need to work on this. You know, like, she's not pointing a certain thing out. She's just saying, like, I think it's good for you to work more on your, like, emotional health or mental health or anxiety or depression. You know, she's just, like, pointing those certain things out. She's not pointing out, like, a specific thing. And that's what I like about being friends with, like, women is because, like, they understand and they see things, and they don't, like, be like, oh, you're doing this, like, you're being controlling. Like, they're not like that. Women are like, hey, like, this is, like, what I see, and I think it would be best if you worked on that. And where guys don't tell me what to work on. Like, all my friends I've had do not tell me what to work on, and then they accuse me of saying or being a certain way, and it's like, why didn't you tell me this in the first place? Because if you did, I would be working on that right now. I would be practicing it over and over and over and over again until I know, like, oh, I can see the issue. And so I would just start working on it, being like, okay, don't say it that way. Say it this way. But no one does that. No one does that. And it is so annoying to me. Because it's like, why on earth are you not telling me these things? Like, I used to be a really angry person, and this guy, uncle friend of mine in the family, he was like, he always says, like, you're so, like, angry. And he'll say that every so often, and it's like, I'm sitting here on my phone, and I know how I'm responding to him, but he doesn't because it's texting, so you never know how they're really saying it. And it's like, I'm not even mad. I'm not even angry. And I'll get that a lot of, accused of being angry when I'm not, because I've worked on that for so many years with therapists, and I know that I am not as, like, yes, I still get angry, but I'm not the angry person I was 6 years ago, okay? Or 5 years ago. Like, it's just, I'm just not. Like, I used to wake up angry. I used to go to bed angry. I used to the whole day would be just anger and anger. And it ruined a lot for me. It ruined friendships, it ruined dating relationships. It ruined so many other things that I could have to this day. And it's like, I'm not even angry. Like, you don't know what I have or haven't worked on, and so you can't accuse me of that, because obviously I'm not an angry person, right? And so it's just like, I'm probably the sweetest person anyone would know, whether that's a boyfriend, family friend of mine, even just family. They know that I'm so sweet, but rub me off in the wrong way, then yeah, I may get a little pissed at you, but doesn't mean, like, I'm gonna, like, scream at you. I just may get a little pissed. It's just being, like, why I'm single is that also reason, is because, like, I just don't know what to do in a relationship now. Like, I'm kind of just like, okay, this is cool, and, like, when I go on a date, I'm like, what do I say? Like, I don't know what to say. And it just gets awkward, because you're like, I want to say something, but you don't know what to say. And then it just gets even more awkward, and you two are just sitting there like, and then you two just start talking about the dumbest thing on the planet, like cars or something, and you don't even know where that came from. And then you could go from talking from cars to chicken nuggets, for all I know. Like, it's just, this is why I don't date or go on dates, is because I don't know what to talk about with the guy. I just don't. I don't know what to ask them. They're like this guy friend of mine, he's like, you never really ask me questions. And it's like, maybe because I don't know what to ask. You ever thought of that? I don't know what to ask you, so I'm not gonna ask, because I don't know what to ask you. Besides, how was your day? And how are you? You doing okay? You feeling better? Like, those are the only things I ask people, because that's all I can think of. How was your day? What job you doing now? Like, I mean, I'm not gonna go into, oh, what car you driving. Like I give one crap about what car you guys are driving. Like, no, I don't. Guys are just not a thing for me, and I mean, you guys can already tell, guys are not a thing for me. So my advice would be, don't rush into it too quickly and just kind of go with the flow. Kind of just take your time and, whatever. Sorry, I talk with my hands all the time. It is actually really annoying. Anyways, this was my podcast. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next podcast.